Hey, what's up everyone? This is Nate with Hooking In with Nate. Today I'm going to teach you some tricks and tips of what you need for your winter steelhead fishing. Honestly, you're going to need some egg patterns and some stoneflies or small nymphs and probably a rod. And today I'll teach you how to tie some of these bad boys up. For example, stoneflies. And alright, to start this off, you're going to need some goose buyout feathers. This is just Cabela's brand. And then for your colors, I have a Ice Dub Peacock Black, which I really like this one. I also have this UV Black Ice Dub, and it's got a purplish tint to it. I both think they look great in the water. This is optional, honestly. This is just some ultra wire. It's a gold color mid. That's really optional. That's if you want to make your fly a little tougher. We're going to have some lead on our fly, and this is just some 25 thousandths lead wire. And lastly, I have this, which is just a clear 1/8 inch plastic wrap, and that's all you're going to really need to tie this fly up. You're going to need a size 10 hook, and I know that's not focusing, size 10 hook, and this little black bead head. I think it helps it get down quicker, and personally I think it looks a little nicer too. So like I said, take your little lead wire, and you don't need a whole lot of this, just a little bit of it. Honestly, probably about 3/4 of an inch. You're going to start right here in the middle of the body. Just give it a couple wraps, go back over, come back through. Okay. Add in your lead wire right just behind the head. Make sure you have that snug down quite well. Go ahead and start wrapping it around. And you kind of want it more towards the front. So if you can, just keep it all up front. Oh yeah. Okay. And then like so. Start wrapping around it, getting it nice and tight on the fly. Otherwise your whole body's just going to spin on you. See? Like so. Okay, and then take a couple wraps towards the back of the fly. And I go a little bit past the shank on that. Then just grab 2 of your goose buyout feathers. And I like to make them cross, something kind of like this. I don't know if that'll focus in or not for you. And then pinch them, place them on the fly, and do 2 light wraps around. You don't need to be heavy. And then once you get your first 2, then give it a couple good tugs. Okay. And that's on there. And then this is where you grab your gold wire. Like so. You want to attach that and wrap it towards the back, as far back as where your feathers or your goose buyout tail starts. Then pull down the thread a little bit, and I would recommend attaching some glue to the line because they'll help your dubbing stick a little better. You can also use wax or whatever, just something that helps the dubbing stick to the line. And then kind of just put it on there. And you kind of want it to evenly coat your line, otherwise your body will kind of look a little goofy. So start wrapping from the back and just start wrapping forward. Okay. And then you're going to do a half hitch, just to kind of keep everything in place. And then take your gold wire, and I know not everyone has a rotary vise like this, but I will tell you, if you get into fly tying and you're serious about it, it makes a world of difference. I can promise you. Tie that up in there, and then grab your next two goose feathers, and now for these ones, I noticed it works better if you lay them like so. And what I mean is lay one on top of the other, and when you get them, you'll notice they kind of curve like this. They follow that curve. What I like to do is have the two curves out, curving away from one another. Then you can kind of just slide those on your fly. And these back, you gotta think of them kind of like you want your first set of legs to be a little bit shorter than your next set. So, and I'm gonna clip these off. Actually, I'll give it a forward wrap first. And then I'll give one more wrap going back over, and then I'll cut them out. Now you're probably wondering, what is next? Alright, next, take your clear plastic strip, and I leave it all together just because I don't like dealing with it. But you're going to want to start this guy right in the middle of your fly, right in the middle of the back. Two loose wraps, and then kind of cinch it down, and then just kind of let that dangle in the back. Snip off the excess. Alright, now make sure you wrap back to the start of this, or not the start, make sure you wrap back towards the back of the fly again. Once again, adding some ice dub. Going to add some more dubbing to this. Oh, that's kind of a lot. And this one you're kind of just going to want a short a little bit thicker stack. Because you're only wrapping a little bit now. So I'll give it a couple wraps, like so. Take off the extra. Give it one more wrap around the front. Okay. Now, just like those first set of legs, do the same thing with this set of legs. And you're going to want these ones just a little bit longer than that last set. There we go. Trim off the extra. You're going to take your plastic and you're going to stretch it up to the head. Kind of give it a good pull down. Kind of make sure everything's where you want it. Make it look pretty nice. And then just give it a good wrap. Right in behind the head. And then when you do this, kind of hold the fly and pull back on your thread a little bit. Kind of to cinch it down. And then I'm gonna take this, give this just a slight tug so you put a little tension on it, and cut it as close to that bead as you can. And then, I don't know if you guys are going to use a whip tool, but this is what you call the whip tool. Personally, I love it. And then you just give it a whip finish. Try to go for about 3 to 4 wraps. And then give that a nice little pull. And if you want to, you can use glue to finish it off, but trust me, I've never had issues with it. And there you have it, one gorgeous nymph pattern.